Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to install the Trinity Stage 5 full exhaust for the 2021 Turbo S. So this is the stock exhaust right here. This is what it looks like. And we'll go ahead and get a startup video. Girl warm up a little bit and get all those bolts and everything nice and warm. Might be a smidge easier to take off, so we're going to go ahead and let her warm up for a couple minutes here. But yeah, this is how she sounds. Okay, so first things first. She's all warmed up now. Hopefully that makes getting the bolts out easier. We'll see. First things first, we're gonna go ahead and take all this plastic junk off right there. So we're gonna go ahead and do that first. And to do so, I think these are gonna be the T40 bolts right there. So we're gonna go ahead and zip those out. All right, we've got this rear plastic fascia removed. It was 4 of those T40 bolts right there. So now we're gonna go ahead and remove these 4 brackets holding the fascia in, or that was holding the fascia in. Okay, we've got those 4 brackets that was holding the fascia in. It was 4 10mm bolts. So now we're gonna go ahead and undo the bolts right here on this flange. There should be 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and knock that out. All right, so we've got all 3 nuts off, so we're gonna go ahead and get this spring out right here next. Okay, so after we got that spring out, there is one on top as well, and these things are not easy. All right, so after you get that top spring right there disconnected, to get this, I assume, heat shield out, it's 4 10mm bolts. And then that allows you to get this here spring out of the way. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and probably do the most difficult part of the installation, which is removing all 4 of these exhaust header bolts. I've already got that one out right there, and I actually got the shock out of the way just to make it easier for me. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Highly recommend using some PB Blaster to try to get in there and loosen things up. Okay, we've got all 4 Allen bolts removed, and then also there is a 10mm bolt on top of the heat shield, like right behind the turbo, that you have to get to remove it as well. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and put this heat shield back on and go ahead and secure the flange to the turbo. So that's how it's looking right now. She's nice and purdy in there, look at that. Right on, do your maintenance, people. Okay, now we've got our heat shield back on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this, the actual muffler part on itself. It is a little dirty because I got it used off Facebook Marketplace. Best place to buy them, if you ask my opinion. Got a great deal on it. Got the whole thing for like $500. So yeah, let's go ahead and slap this bad boy on there. All right, this bad boy is indeed slapped on there. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and put the turbo flange on. I'm not too sure the exact terminology for it, but we're gonna go ahead and say turbo flange. And it's gonna be right over here. So I did get all new hardware and a new gasket. So at the time of this video, gasket was $81 plus tax, and each bolt was 12 bucks plus tax. And don't forget your little spring holders right there. So let's go ahead and slap this bad boy on there. All right, now we've got our turbo flange on. Here we go. So now we're just gonna go ahead and install the header pipe. But before doing so, I'm actually going to put some exhaust wrap on this one. There's no heat shield that comes with this. And the OEM one, as you can see, has a lot of heat shield. I'm sure that you don't need to, but I'm just going to out of precaution. Especially being a two-seater, I want to keep all the heat out of the cab as much as possible, being in Arizona. So let's go ahead and wrap this bad boy. All right, we've got the header pipe in. Springs are in. This is how it looks all wrapped. Use these stainless steel clamps. Only thing left to do now is put the O2 sensor back in there, put the shock back in, tighten everything up one more time, and then start her up. Came out very nice. All right, she's all installed. Looks dang good. Right on. Let's go ahead and do a startup video.